they will say that all science was in Vedas. What nonsense. Then why are we in this situation? But we should be proud of Vedas in the historical context, that when nobody was writing and very few people had the written language and great literature, we had a very developed language like Sanskrit. Now that is what we should see glory, that we had epics, that we should see glory. There are troubling questions there. The other day I was asked that whose history we are talking about. Why should we be proud of Sanskrit? And why should we be proud of that civilization which created caste system and which dealt with Dalits? So are you talking of Dalit history or not? There are very troubling questions. There were those problems in our civilization too. And yet, if we refuse to, it will be almost refusing to have a holistic attitude to our history if we say that there was nothing praiseworthy in our civilization. No civilization can say that there was nothing praiseworthy. All civilizations are diseased. All civilizations have, something like racism, caste system, patriarchy, and so on. And yet still we talk about glory. We talk about empires. Empires were brutal. Empires were created by wars, by killing lot of people. And yet when empires were established, civilization progressed. That civilization which was caste-ridden, and yet it was a civilization. Yet Aryabhatta was there in Gupta period. Yet Kalidas was there in Gupta period. So should we reject Kalidas as not being ours because he was a Brahmin and he wrote Raghuvansham and he wrote in Sanskrit? That is why he was Brahmin and he was elite and Kalidas is not ours. That will be foolish. That will be foolish for a leftist and that will be foolish for a Dalit to reject Kalidas. Then they will take Kalidas over, but Kalidas belongs to whole of India. So Aryabhatta belongs to whole of India. Aryabhatta gave the heliocentric theory 700 years before Copernicus did. And but we have to ask that we had this great glory, yet why were we defeated? Why could not we develop modern science? Why could not we, our is a question of all glory in the distant past, and most of history is a history of decline. We have to explain that. And it cannot be explained by the fact that some ferocious horsemen came from Khyber and Bolan and they invaded us and they destroyed our great civilization. What great civilization which can be destroyed by few ferocious horsemen? We have to answer that. So that is, these people don't even know how to spot glory in our history. And they are the people who can then in Karnataka textbook write that Savarkar rode a bird to come out of the jail and so on. They are teaching that kind of thing. They are teaching that in Gujarat textbook that Bal Narendra, when he was playing football, the ball went into the pond and there was a magarmach, a crocodile there, and Bal Narendra fought the crocodile and retrieved the ball. That is what is being taught to our children. We are in a disaster.